Okay, now we're back, and I'm going to talk about why fountain pens. The main reason why we are doing this, and the main reason why we're trying to educate people on to use them. We're going to go over some talking points. I talked a little bit about the history. The first main advantage of a fountain pen is they have lots of different ink colors. How many different color Bic pens do you have? Red, maybe if you're lucky. And then there's blue and black. And this is the evil ink stink of death, designed by Satan, we were talked about earlier. Another good advantage of a fountain pen is line variation. Look at down here. You can have thick lines, you can have thin lines, you can have little skinny lines, you can have broad lines. All these things can be done with fountain pens that you can't do with a ballpoint. With a ballpoint, you're just stuck with the basic crap. Doesn't that sound great? And another advantage is smoother writing. I don't even need any pressure. The pen just writes by itself. And this is a cheap one. It's easy and won't get tired. Less hand fatigue. Finally, refillable bottle ink. Like I said, you can get a bottle ink for like $12. They come in little bottles like this, little bags, little boxes, all the way up to fancier bottle ink, like this $35 bottle of Caran d'Ache. Beautiful chromatic, ultraviolet, by the way, real cool dark purple color. It's still professional, awesome. Anyway, you have a lot of different options with fountain pens. Finally, it's a conversation topic. Clients will like it. Every time I go in a client's house, the first thing they ask me, "Oh my God, is that a real fountain pen?" And I say, yes. Yes, it is. And this is just, this is a relatively affordable way to get into it. $28. Lamy Vista, with a $12.5 bottle of ink. And finally, you need a cartridge converter so you can use said bottle ink. At gouletpens.com, they don't pay me, but they should. Just kidding. They basically have one on the link. If you purchase the pen, you can essentially get that cartridge converter available to you. And I recommend a medium nib, because you don't know what nib size you like yet. And this is just a general, nice, easy to use nib. And the last thing I recommend is this jeweler's loupe. You're going to need to see what you're doing, gentlemen and ladies. And if you don't see what you're doing, you're kind of taking your money and you're throwing it out the window, because you have to learn how to work on your equipment. The convenience of a fountain pen definitely outweighs the maintenance. Okay? And also there's going to be cleaning, which we're going to do a different video on. But you have to clean them about once a month. You don't have to baby them too much. And the ink involved, even though it's a liquid-based ink, there's anti-agents in there, similar to like a pool. Not chlorine, but anti-algicides and things like that. So there's not going to be any buffuncus growing in it. So this is why fountain pens, and this is why I choose fountain pens. And this is why we have to share the love. Because when you start writing with things like this, you don't do that right away. You start off with pens like this that give you the same enjoyment. Whether you have a $500 or $600 budget, whether you have, a $50 budget, or a $5 budget, you can still enjoy them. Or if you have a $1,000 budget and you want to try a Mont Blanc 149, which is one of the ultimate pens. This Big Mama Jama is a big giant Churchill cigar-like pen. This is reference amazing second coolness right here. The second kind of cool, bragging rights. So, this is it. Donnie out.